Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Rob, and today we're going to be taking a look at a new 3-channel amplifier from Emotiva, the BasX A3 Plus. We're also going to be discussing the benefits of adding an external amp to a receiver and why you should consider doing so if you want to get the most out of your existing setup. But first, let's go ahead and unbox the amp to see what it comes with. Emotiva always does a great job with their packaging. It comes double boxed, and inside you get a bag with some documentation and accessories like a power cord, trigger cord, and fuses. Below that is the amplifier itself, which was surrounded by very dense packing foam and kept in a really nice Emotiva cover to protect the finish. And like all Emotiva amps, the A3 Plus seems to be built very well, and it has some heft to it, coming in at 25 pounds. Looking at the back of the amp, the biggest feature of the new BasX Plus line is the added balanced XLR inputs, which is really nice to see because it makes these amps a lot more versatile for use in higher-end home theater systems. Also, using XLR cables is beneficial because of the way they're designed. Basically, in an XLR cable, there are two signals with opposite polarity, and whenever noise enters the cable, it affects both signals in the same way. Once the signal reaches the amplifier, it's able to remove any noise by inverting the out-of-phase signal and adding it to the original signal, which then cancels any noise the cable picks up. You also get a switch so you can disable the status LEDs on the front of the amp, trigger input-output ports for turning on other amps automatically, and for each channel along with those XLR connectors, you also get standard RCA connectors and speaker binding posts. Looking at the rest of the amplifier, the top and bottom are really well ventilated, and like all of Emotiva's other amplifiers, it has this high quality chassis with a brushed aluminum faceplate. On the inside, Emotiva went with a Class AB design using their high current toroidal transformer, and you can see here there's more of that ventilation being used along with these fans to cool the large heatsink, which will pretty much guarantee this amp will never overheat. As far as specs go, the A3 Plus is rated to push up to 140 watts per channel into an 8 ohm load, and that's with all channels driven with less than 0.02% THD, which is more powerful than most AV receivers on the market. Not to mention AV receivers are almost always rated with just 1 or 2 channels driven. And that is one of the biggest reasons why someone might be interested in adding an external amp to their home theater setup, since an amplifier is going to provide a lot more power to your speakers compared to an AV receiver with similar ratings. For example, we're going to be testing this amplifier with an Integra DRX 3.4 receiver, which we feel represents a pretty average receiver for a lot of people, coming in at around $600 on sale. Doing a quick comparison of the power ratings between the Integra and the BasX, you can see the Integra is rated at 100 watts per channel with 2 channels driven, while the BasX is rated at 140 watts, all channels driven. This means that the A3 Plus will give each channel a full rating of 140 watts. On the other hand, because the receiver is rated at 2 channels driven, it has to divide its rated power by any additional channels you add. For example, with 3 channels driven, it may drop down to 90 watts per channel, and more than likely will continue to drop with each additional channel. For this reason, the BasX A3 Plus is a really good addition to any AV receiver that already has its own amps as well as pre-outs, because you'll be able to drive your front 3 speakers with the dedicated amplifier and just run your surrounds with the amplifier provided by the receiver, which should take a huge load off the power supply built into the receiver and also reduce the amount of heat generated, possibly extending the life of the receiver. This is how we tested the A3 Plus, which is running our NHT towers and center channel, while the receiver is handling our Vandersteen surround sound speakers. By doing this, we ended up with a lot more headroom while watching movies with very demanding scenes that drove our tower speakers down to really low frequencies. Having more power available to the speakers made every sound much clearer and more distinct in our room. I also think it's important to talk about some of the situations where you might want to have more power available to your speakers, since a lot of this is going to depend on other factors like the speakers you have and the size of your room. First off, adding a dedicated amplifier will make a big difference if you have inefficient speakers that require a lot of power to drive them to their max volume. But if you have efficient speakers like, say, Klipsch for example, which are known to be pretty sensitive speakers because of their horn design tweeter, you might be able to get away with using the power that comes in your AVR directly. The nominal impedance of your speakers can also have an impact here. since 4 ohm speakers can extract about twice the power from your amplifier compared to other 8 ohm speakers. And that's where an amplifier like the Emotiva here can handle these 4 ohm loads perfectly fine. But a lot of AV receivers actually aren't designed to power low impedance speakers, and doing so can damage the receiver if you're not careful. So I guess what I'm trying to say here is if you have a small room with very efficient speakers and you don't listen at reference levels, then you may not notice a huge difference by adding an external amp to your receiver. But if you happen to be in any of the situations we mentioned earlier, it's my opinion that adding an external amplifier will make a noticeable improvement to your listening experience. Of course, it's going to be up to you to decide whether the $650 price point is worth it to improve the sound in your home theater space. But considering the performance I got from the BasX A3 Plus and all of the other Emotiva products I've owned over the years, I think it's a pretty solid choice. And with all that said, I think it's time to go ahead and wrap up this video. If you want to check out the BasX A3 Plus, we'll leave a link to it on Emotiva's website down in the description. Please let us know if you have any questions or comments, and if you thought this video was helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss any of our future content. And as always, have an awesome day.